Alrighty, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Friday, February 16th. Traditionally the most difficult one of the week, but we shall see. Set by Fed, waves card around at sport 6-7. I don't think the around is going to be an anagram indicator here. No. But what is it? I presume it's going to be a sport 6-7, something bowling or aware of article following working party. I presume it's going to be in the something or on the, well, working is usually on. So I think it's going to mean aware of article following working. We have that. And then a four-letter word for party. Could be a political party, could be some kind of festival or a do. What's another? A bash. On the, but it means aware of, on the. No, gonna have to come back to that. Thrust, using energy after breather. Well, energy is usually E after breather. Thrust. So where does the using come in? No. Humorous style of club, comedy at last. I presume it's going to mean humorous or humorous style, maybe. And then something for a club with the Y, that's the last letter of comedy. If that was a Y, what would this be? Keep out of the way 6 times. Keep out of the way, I suppose something by. Keep out of the way. Lie by, lay by. And where's the 6 times? 6, of course, is VI in Roman numerals, but no. Away, of course, can be a street. Keep out. No. Let me try 2 down. Published 5 books on European defeat at the polls. Could be defeat at the polls, in which case published. Oh, 5 books. Isn't that some part of the Bible that has 5 books? Is it Deuteronomy or something like that? But then on European makes me think it ends in an E. No, but there's another name for the 5 books of the Bible. I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm Catholic, so we consider the Bible to be a Protestant book. So let me look and see what these 5 books are called. So apparently the first 5 books of the Bible are called the Pentateuch, if that's how you pronounce it. So I don't think that's it, but maybe it's, it could be V for 5, and then books could be the Old Testament, and published could mean, or could be out. Has the book been published? Yes, it's out. and outvote is defeat someone at the polls. So hopefully that will be helpful. Now our humorous style of club, comedy at last, humorous style, slapstick or satire. A club, of course, can be something you hit people with, or a bar of some kind. Can be as we know, one of the suits in a deck. Now, let's try romances by Shakespeare originally, including moving period piece, mostly involving Romeo. Wow, very long. The only thing I can sort of decipher there is Romeo, I think it will be the letter R from the NATO alphabet. Mostly involving Romeo. But then, if that's part of the wordplay, then are romances the definition, or romances by Shakespeare the something sonnets, the is there a name for his romance plays as opposed to the tragedies or the comedies? I would have thought. Oh, it could be comedy, something, moving period piece. No, if it is comedy, then this would begin with an E. I don't think that's going to be a humorous style. All right, let's go back to the acrosses. Record of employment from phone company on network in Bristol. I presume it's going to be record of employment. Oh, unless it's going to be a train station in Bristol on a rail network, but I don't think so. Bristol, as we know, is rhyming slang for breast, so could it begin with TI and end in T? Now, that's interesting that the break between after the first four-letter word doesn't seem to be showing up in my grid. I don't know if that's my browser or some software issue. Record of employment, a time cards. Oh, what's the phone company? That would be BT, right, in Britain. I don't think they would use the American ATT. Oh, maybe they would. All right, competition, missing tango, which is T. Strictly's biggest character quits. Strictly's biggest character, as it's written there, is the capital S. So then we would have Trictly. But if that's missing tango, missing T, is it just then RICLY? And we somehow get a competition from that. We do have lyric, but and actually we have an E as the third letter, so there goes that theory. But maybe it is a word for competition, missing a letter T. No, I'm having trouble deciphering that. However, large book covering business is expected. I think it might mean is expected. Something to something, but is expected question mark. So maybe it's not the normal way something is expected. Well, maybe like a baby is expected. However, so I'm thinking it's going to be a short word for however, then an L, and then book, of course, can be tome. Covering business can be a CO put inside of tome. Oh, I can see then we might have something to come. Yet to come, maybe? Let's see. So I definitely see the book covering business is to come, but however large, so I think tome is maybe large book because yet does mean however. Yeah, I can see that. I may tune out boxing, ring, whatever. Especially with the Y, I'm thinking it's going to be an anagram of I may tune out. No, hold on. We just need 9 letters. Um, no, so I think it's I may tune, which is out or disorganized, and it is boxing or surrounding an O, which is a ring, and it means whatever, and I presume as in the slang way. I do wonder if we're going to have you, you, you something. Um, well, let's try the anagram helper. So it's I may tune and O. And meaning whatever. What would the last word be? Could be at. No, this really isn't helping me. You tame me, you anti me, you. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, not getting that. Going to have to come back to it. All right, back to the acrosses, and we'll look at the downs later. Press regularly. Film one. In Provence, drinking wine. Ooh. Well, seeing the regularly is usually a word play to take regular letters, even or odd, from something, which I would think would be press. So it's not going to be RS, so I would think PES. And then a film is often ET. Film. And then one in Provence would be un, or une. But then drinking is a wordplay indicator too. So it might be press as the definition. And regularly film then is probably, ooh, I would think press is more likely to begin with I am, and then im. Otherwise, it, well, of course, it could also be FL, to press, flatten, flume, and then you, and it's drinking a wine. Oh, not getting that either. I need some letters. Give up in year, contestants, foxtrots censored. Um, so I'm thinking foxtrots censored. There seem to be a lot of NATO letters today, that we're going to have a word for um, contestants and we're going to remove an F from it. So the definition would be give up, which could be yield. So the Y is year, and contestants are the field of entrance, and we remove the F. Finally, an easy one. Uh, get, bruise, opening, shop. Wow. Get, bruise, opening could be simply the B and then a word for shop, and the whole thing means get. Or alternatively, a word for get followed by bruise, opening. No. Breaks, statues. So, oh, I think it's a double, has to be a double definition. But breaks can have a lot of different meanings. So it could be little vacations, little breaks. But a word for statues, that's a little more limited. Icons, idols. But oh, busts. Ah, so it is in the sense of breaking. Good. Now I'll keep on with the acrosses. Teachers' tips for our orchestra before musical King and I. That's a lot of definition. The tips could be the first letters, maybe. OOBMK. No, I don't think so. Before musical King and I. Oh, that's a good clue, though. Elaborate move abroad right away. Um, elaborate has 9 letters, or elaborate, but I don't think it's an anagram of that, because abroad right away, oh, unless it's right away in a non-English language like tout de suite, but I'm not seeing it. Nope. Okay. Somehow gentrifying center of Balaam, is that how you pronounce that? In an alarming way. Somehow. I presume the definition is going to be in an alarming way, but does gentrifying have a wordplay meaning? Center of Balaam, I would think, is the LH. No, not getting it. All right. This one we looked at already. Keep out. Keep out. No. Schedules with time diminishing for cook. I'm thinking of something like a rosters, schedules. Could it be roast? But with time diminishing. I mean, time diminishing maybe could simply be shortening time to its letter T. But then ROAS doesn't mean schedules, does it? No. Distance, remote, controlled, oven, nearly starts. Remote control can be RC, oven. Nope. Every way to penetrate politicians' falsehood. We have some nice letters. So a falsehood can be a something story, likely story, or every. Oh, I think way is ST, and it's going to penetrate a politician, which could be a Tory. Every way to so every could be all. I was thinking of EA for each, but of course it's all street penetrates Tory to get a tall story. All right. Positive or negative? News about old love. Immediately thinking of ions or something else that can be positive or negative. News about old is O. Of course, love can be O as well, which might be that final O. Oh, it can also, of course, old can be X. No. Oh, here's our romances by Shakespeare, this other long one. Abandoned, feud, arrest, the cleaner. Feud and arrest. I wonder if can cleaner be the anagram indicator, or maybe abandoned. But either way, I'm thinking feud, arrest, the is 13 letters. So it's either going to mean abandoned, which seems more likely, but it could be a cleaner. Oh yeah, it could be, something feather duster. It is a cleaner. All right, but not a cleaner person. An item, all right. That was fairly straightforward. How about thrust using energy after breather? Ah, yes, and now the breather is the lung, energy is E, and it is thrust. So using is just a connecting, saying how you get it with the wordplay. All right, does that help? No, not really. Destroying, protection from the sun, American becomes red. Um, I see protection from the sun. I immediately think of UV. Well, actually, it's UV filter, right? So, and then American could be simply A, becomes red, luscious. Now I'm going to need more of that. Oh, this was the I may tune out. No, we need more of that. Perhaps Mario Balotelli's header, excellent at first, goes over the bar ultimately. So I think it's going to be perhaps Mario Balotelli. No, perhaps, yeah, maybe perhaps Mario. Ooh, yeah. Um, so yeah, so I think I immediately think of Mario from the video game, who is a plumber. So excellent at first is plum. Balotelli's header is the B, but the excellent goes first, and then goes over the bar, ultimately the E and the R that end those two words. That gives us a nice P there. Press, maybe it's press regularly, as in repeatedly or something. Ooh, or press regularly reportage or something like that. Film one in I think there, well, one in Provence I still think must be UN or UNE. Um, all right, now we have some good letters here. Tangle as some girl ran sneakily uphill. Well, tangle seems like wordplay for as some, but then is girl just simply G? But then ran sneakily uphill also sounds like wordplay, and in fact, more like wordplay. Some girl ran. Oh, it could be a hidden clue, of course, but E something S, and maybe we have to go backwards. And snarl. Ah, yes, so starting with the E of sneakily, going backwards. Not a word you see every day, and snarl. Ooh, detectives number sample. Detectives number sample. Detectives could be DIs. Number can be NO, or it could be an actual number written out. Sample. Oh, is it something like nibble on or no, not getting it. Staff stay in begins with B. Staff could be a rod, a bar, as well as being staff in a restaurant or hotel or any working place, I suppose, can have staff. Staff stay in. No, not getting that. Now our center of Ballum. What would, I wonder if it could be an ALLY in an alarming way. Yeah. Because somehow it could be an alley type word, and it goes around the center of Balaam, but the whole thing means in an alarming way. That means this staff stay in would be, of course, it doesn't have to be ALLY, it could be EDLY. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for staff stay in for that. All right, let's see what else Plumber helped us with. Get bruise, which is 9 letters. Opening is opening an anagram, excuse me, indicator. And the whole thing, oh, shop, of course, as well as being a place where you buy things, could be to pass information on someone, to shop them, sell them out. Get bruise, what would that end in? Shop. Could still start with BR. No, not seeing it. And now our teacher's tips. Oh, a teacher can be a rabbi. So tips for our. Oh, yeah. So I think it's the tips for hour and orchestra gives us the first R and the A. Before musical king. BB King is a musical king. And I. Oh my goodness, that is very clever. Musical king and I. All right, elaborate or elaborate. Move abroad right away. Nope, not seeing it. Where should I go next? Yeah, let me think about this anagram again. What did I think it was? I'm a tune with an O for a ring. Shuffle. No, but what if it was you something me? Yeah, you. Whatever. Oh my goodness. Not sure about that. Now the record of employment, it does end in a T. 4, 5, so the 5 is an S. So time sheet. Maybe is your record of your employment. So there is our Bristol. From phone company on network then would be, oh, mesh. Could be the network, could it? Um, Mesh and then EE means phone company. How is EE a phone? Maybe it's a British, um, like there's 3 and what are the orange? I don't know how many of them are still going. Let's, since we are whoa, way past the 30-minute mark, let me check this. It is correct. All right, so now this positive or negative news about old love. I'm not sure what this could be. All right, what is this then? 6, 7. Oh, I did think this might be an ing sport, like shot putting, something. What else? What other kinds of putting or volleyballing, hockey, pucking? So then that would be non-zero. Yeah, if it's not zero, then it has to be positive or negative. News about old. I'm not sure where the Z is coming in. Let me check this one. It is correct. News, I wonder if it could just simply be N. No, I think it's about old. No. Oh, maybe about old, maybe an old word for about. No, not getting that. All right, what could this sport be? Um, waves card around. So then how would the word, if it is a sport, how does waves, is it an anagram? No, I don't think it's an anagram of card around at. No. No, I already looked at that possibility, didn't I? I'll pause and think about words for, oh, waves, of course, could be the ocean or the tide. And card around. No, I think I'm going to give up on this one and reveal it. Roller skating. Waves are rollers. Yes. And the card is the king, which goes around AT. And I don't know if I would consider roller skating itself a sport. I'm sure some people treat it as such, but I think for most people, roller skating is it's just something you do, a pastime. Anyway, so now keep out of the way 6 times. Well, let me try lie by and check that. It is right. Keep out of the way. Oh, is it something to do? So maybe something to do with, so it's a tall story. So 6 is saying use another word for a tall story, which is lie. And times is by, as in 5 times 6 is 5 by 6. And so keep out of the way, lie by. That just doesn't seem like a very natural pair of words to me. But maybe it's more common in Britain to say, oh, I'll just lie by if I'm going to keep out of the way. Please let me know your thoughts. Now, this does look like roast. Let's try it. It is correct. Schedules. Of course, there's rosters, but I don't think that's it. And now, aware of article following working. Oh, let me get 5 down because we have that juicy K. So distance, remote, controlled oven, nearly starts. Distance could be kilometers, or kilometer is a distance. Is it going to be RE? Let's see the wordplay. Remote controlled is an anagram of remote, and the oven nearly, so kiln, almost, KIL, starts the word. So now we have, on the ball, I think. Let's check that one. That is correct. All right. Let's try 17 to see if press regularly, film, one in Provence, drinking wine. Let me try reportage just to see. No, but port is drinking wine. Okay. So then press, our press regularly, film, one in Provence. To press somebody is to importune them. So it was the regular letters of film, but it was the IM. All right, importune. Now, I would not have got it if I had not checked the wrong answer and got confirmation of the port. This definitely looks like you. Whatever. Something like you tell me, but you anti. I think it was Graham said the other day that he was trying lots of different anagrams of a word and took a while to get it. That does happen, and so I'm looking at you, anti me. Oh, maybe it's you something it. Whatever you name it. Yes. I think that's right. Yes, it is. All right, let's try elaborate, move abroad right away. It could be an anagram of abroad somewhere in it. No, I think I'm going to reveal this one. Expatiate. Wow. Um, so I think it's expatriate to move abroad, and you remove the R and you get expatiate. I definitely need to get better at looking at something like right away and realize it's another word with the R removed from it. Having said that, I think, I am an expatriate. I never think of the verb expatriate. I think of repatriate, but never expatriate, but I'm sure that's right. And therefore, and I don't think I know the word to expatiate. I suppose, yeah, maybe I do, to expand upon, to expatiate. All right, let me get rid of the A just in case that's putting me off. Staff, stay in. No, not getting that. Let's reveal it. Baton is the staff. Oh, and then it's a cricket term. Boo. We all hate, I shouldn't say we all, but anyone who doesn't live in Britain and doesn't follow cricket hates seeing the cricket clues. I think if your team has a choice at some point in a cricket match to keep batting or declare, and if they keep batting, they bat on. So that's the staff. All right, somehow. Oh, of course, I never really thought of gentrifying maybe is being anagrammed. Um, so let's see, 11 letters plus the LH. So let's try that. That's a pretty good anagram. Okay, you have to take these two orphan letters, but gratifyingly, no, that's not in an alarming way. Frighteningly, there we go. All right, frightening. Congratulations if you got that way before I did. Destroying protection from the sun. American becomes red. I presume it's destroying is the definition. Protection from the sun, I suppose, is a lotion, or I don't know what. Is there some old-fashioned word for sunblock? American becomes red. But let me just think about destroying. No, I'm going to reveal that. Shredding. Ah, so becomes red. Is that just redding? No. Destroying protection from the sun, American. No, I'm going to have to rely on 15 squared for that. Now, what is this? Competition. Missing tango. Strictly's biggest character quits. No, I'm going to reveal that one. Evens. Oh, so I think quits is the definition. If you're quits, you can be even. No. Oh no, I think it's, well, events could be a competition, or event. Oh, I'm yeah, having trouble justifying this, but I think it might be event is the competition without the T, and then Strictly's biggest is the, or Strictly's biggest character, yes, is the S, and quits evens. I know evens as the odds, so to speak. I can understand quits being even, let's call it quits, let's call it even. I question that definition, but we'll see if anyone else raises that. Now our Get Brews opening shop, we have this D, which definitely doesn't look like any kind of anagram is at play. Get Brews opening, what would the shop be? Guildhall? I don't know, let's reveal it. Poundland, so that's a British chain of shops. I presume everything inside has gone up from £1, probably £2 or £3 now. So let's see, Get Brews. Get Brews, is that pound? Opening, is that land? No, don't get that. All right, to sample then must be dip in. Ah, yes, so detectives are DI, detective inspectors, and your number, an example would be the PIN, personally identifiable or whatever it is. So just two left. Humorous style of club. No, let's try 8 down. Romances by Shakespeare. Originally, oh, well, I can think of a phrase for romances. Bodice rippers. That's certainly what they used to call them. Originally, so Shakespeare, where is old Will Shakespeare originally? Oh, did he have a pen name or something, Shakespeare originally? Including moving. Ah, I think it's an anagram of period piece, or maybe mostly, because I think we might have too many E's. Yeah, we only need two E's, so period piece minus its final E, anagram that, and uh, and then involving an R for Romeo. Shakespeare, is it because it's B.S. Bill Shakespeare? Um, I'm not sure. Oh, maybe by is B. Is that it? Oh, we're going to again have to rely on our friends. So a humorous style could be irony. A club is an iron. I need to start thinking of golf club, yeah. And then comedy at last is the Y. Let's check all. That looks like everything stayed in place. Let's try 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by Manehi. Fun and often tricky solve, thanks to Fed. Or the ones I think I was okay with the first few crosses. But timesheet, oh, everything everywhere. Never heard of them. Phone company. I was right that mesh is network. I think I knew that because it's come up before. And sure enough, our rhyming slang for Bristol City. Evens. Definition as in call it quits, call it evens. I'm not sure about that. And then 16, yet is however, and then tome, yeah. Oh, I'm not sure why I wrote that one down because I understand that one. Pound land, yes. So land is successfully obtained. With pound, pound is bruise. I think I had it the other way around. Opening. Okay. And I think that's all the acrosses I had issues with. Gentrifying LH with the LH. Yeah. So the downs lie by seems to accept that as keep out of the way. Roast rotas as the schedules, and the T diminishes or moves down, so it's not completely removed. I see. I got the the kilometer. Yeah, of course it is the British spelling. Why wouldn't it be? Non-zero. So two news. News. Oh, that's tricky. Plural about O for old and zero. Oh, I didn't even notice the zero. Well, zero is, of course, part of the answer plus love. Yeah. Okay. Um, yeah, so that was just a very tricky news about old. Mm-hmm. So the romances by Shakespeare originally, I was overthinking of it, overthinking it. It's B for by and S for Shakespeare around the anagram of period piece minus the E and around R. Yes, that's good. Let's see, 15, shredding. Oh, so protection from the sun is shading, but the American, becomes red. Wow. Those kind of ones always trip me up. For the surface reading, da 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 da. Yes. Oh, detective's number sample. Thanks to, yeah. Ooh, detectives. Oh, so either you can just say DI plus pin, but someone else says it's DI plus PI plus N for number. Yeah, I think it works both ways. I wonder which way the setter meant it. Yes, and staff stay in is from cricket. So KVA seems to be a top commenter. I'm just looking for someone to agree with me on even rather than evens for quits, but I don't see it. So I may be the odd one of 7 to the contestants. Yes, I do remember. Oh, I didn't know he had passed on, but yes, he would say 7 in a very British way. All right, yes. Poundland or E, yes. Oh, so Jacob has moved away. So, yeah, new to him. All right, well, that was tough, but what else do you expect on a Friday? Thank you for watching and have a great day.